Hello, my name is David Rowland. In this exploration, we'll look at the same movements we did last time, but now examining how changing the position of your head can make those movements different.
Lie on your back, with your legs long or your knees bent and your feet standing. You can put supports like bolsters or pillows under your knees if they make you more comfortable. Feel free to change, shift, or adjust the position of your legs anytime during the class. Now imagine there's a small clock hanging down from the ceiling in front of your face. It's oriented just as it would be if you were standing. As you look up at it, 12 o'clock is upward, toward the top of your head. 6 o'clock is downward, toward your feet. 3 o'clock is to the right. 9 o'clock is to the left. And directly in front of your nose is the center of the clock where the hands meet. Feel the place on the back of your head where it's touching the floor. Also, make a note of the place on the floor where your head is lying. Now, bring your arms up and put your hands behind your head. Let your head and neck be completely relaxed, limp like a rag doll's. And lift your relaxed head with your hands. Turn your head a little to the right, then carefully lower it down to the same place on the floor where the back of your head had been touching before. Then bring your arms back down to a comfortable place by your sides or across your body. Feel the new place on the back of your head, which is touching the floor now. Now move your nose just a little upward from the center to 12 o'clock. Then take your nose all the way around your diamond, moving your nose to 3 o'clock, then to 6 o'clock, to 9 o'clock, back to 12 o'clock, and continue around to 3, to 6, to 9, to 12, and on, making each diagonal as straight as possible, so the position of each of the hours becomes more and more clear each time you go to it. Do you feel any resistance in the right side of your neck? And is there any in the left side? How does the resistance you find at 6 o'clock compare to the resistance at 12 o'clock? The next time your nose is at 12 o'clock, pause again, and this time take your nose around the diamond in the other direction, moving it next to 9 o'clock, then to 6 o'clock, then to 3 o'clock, back to 12 o'clock, to 9, to 6, to 3, to 12, to 9, to 6, to 3, and on around. How different does your diamond feel going in this direction compared to the first direction? If you find a particular side of the diamond is different or challenging, pause there and go back and forth over that side a few times. Then resume the movement. You don't need to change anything, just look to see how it feels. Now relax and rest with your nose in the center of its clock, your head to the right. Bring your arms up and put your hands behind your head. Let your head and neck stay completely relaxed while you lift your head with your hands, turn it back to the center, and lower it carefully to the same place on the floor where it had been at the beginning of class. Then take your arms back down by your sides, rest, and let it all go. Breathe comfortably, feeling the expansion of your inhalation and the relaxation of your exhalation. Again, bring your arms up and put your hands behind your relaxed head. Lift your head with your hands, and now turn your head a little to the left, then lower it carefully to that same place on the floor where it had been resting. Take your arms back down to a comfortable place and rest and let it all go. Feel the new place on the back of your head that's touching the floor now. Notice how your spine feels with this turn to the left instead of to the right. Your imaginary clock has moved with your nose again, the center of the clock in front of your nose. Now move your nose a little upward from the center to 12 o'clock. Then take your nose all the way around the diamond, moving your nose to 9 o'clock, then to 6 o'clock, to 3 o'clock, back to 12 o'clock, and continue around to 9, to 6, to 3, to 12, and on, making each side straight so the position of each of the hours becomes more and more clear. Where do you find resistance in the right side of your neck? And where is it in the left side? How does the resistance at 3 o'clock compare to the resistance at 9 o'clock? The next time your nose is at 12 o'clock, pause again, and this time take your nose around the diamond in the other direction, moving it next to 3 o'clock, then to 6 o'clock, then to 9 o'clock, back to 12 o'clock, to 3, to 6, to 9, to 12, to 3, to 6, to 9, and on around. How different does the diamond feel going in this direction compared to the first direction? Does having your head turned left make a difference? Then relax and rest with your nose at the center of its clock. Bring your arms up and put your hands behind your head. Let your head and neck stay completely relaxed as you lift your head with your hands. Turn it back to the center so your nose is facing up. Then carefully lower it to the same place on the floor where it started. Take your arms back down to your sides and rest and let it all go. Breathe comfortably, feeling the expansion of your inhalation and the relaxation of your exhalation. Notice your chest and the relaxation of your shoulders. Rest into your back, into the floor. Let it all go and be as it is.
Reflect on how these movements felt different as you turned your head to one side and then to the other. A change of position in one part of your body has an effect on the movements of every other part. So now, as you slowly come to sit, then gradually to stand, listen to how the position of your head affects these movements. A turn in your neck or a tilt of your head will affect your spine all the way down to your pelvis, which means your hips and legs will also adjust the way they move. Then, as you begin to move about, notice and appreciate how your head and neck have the capacity to work with your body to help make your life easier and more comfortable. Thank you.